Once upon a time, nestled among the hills, there was a small village named Dharmapur. The village was beautiful, but there lived an old man whom everyone called Pagla Baba, the mad saint. Pagla Baba always wore tattered clothes, wandered alone in the mountains, and spoke strange words like, "Whoever asks with a true heart never leaves empty-handed." The villagers thought he was crazy. Children feared him, but some elderly people used to say, "He's not mad, there's a mystery behind him." In the same village lived a boy named Arjun, who dreamed of becoming a great artist, but his family was poor. His father had passed away, and his mother worked in the fields to make ends meet. One day, Arjun participated in a school art competition, but he didn't even have paints or brushes. Heartbroken, he wandered up to the hills, where Pagla Baba was often seen. Arjun sat on a rock, his eyes filled with tears. Suddenly, he heard a soft voice behind him. "Are you crying for your dreams?" He turned around and saw Pagla Baba smiling gently. Nervously, Arjun said, "Baba, I don't have anything. How can I create art?" The old man looked deep into his eyes and asked, "Have you come here to ask? Or are you ready to receive?" Arjun bowed his head and whispered, "I just want a chance." Baba pulled out an old, worn-out pencil box and gave it to Arjun. "This is your destiny box. When you draw from the heart, your art will come alive. But remember, if you let greed enter, everything will vanish." Arjun was surprised, but respectfully accepted the box. When he made his first sketch with that box, it was so beautiful that people were stunned. Within months, Arjun became famous in the village. He drew many things, gods, farmers, mothers, and each picture was filled with emotion, like they were speaking to the viewer. His artwork eventually reached a big city exhibition. Arjun received a scholarship and went to study in the city. There, his name began to shine. One day, a rich man said to him, "If you paint what I want, I'll make you a millionaire." Arjun thought to himself, "I want to give my mother a better life. Maybe just this once I can break the rule." He painted out of greed, but the picture stayed incomplete. Colors began to smudge. A foul smell came from the box. And one day, the box disappeared. Arjun was terrified. His art had died. Now, every painting he made looked dull and lifeless. He ran back to his village, climbed the hills and shouted, "Baba, please forgive me." Hours passed. Finally, Baba appeared again. He said, "You fell, but your regret is true. Now you've learned art isn't in the hands, it lives in the heart." Baba gave him nothing, just placed his hand gently on Arjun's head. "Go, my son. From now on, your heart is your brush." Arjun returned to the city. Now, without the magical box, he began painting again. But this time, every painting held emotions, stories, and life. People began to say, "His art has a soul." Arjun was no longer living in millions. He now lived in millions of hearts. Years passed. Arjun became a renowned artist. He had fame, wealth, and exhibitions around the world. But one corner of his heart still missed Baba. Every year, he would go to that hill, offer flowers, and return. One day, he was sitting quietly there when he heard someone crying, just like he had cried years ago. Arjun got up, walked through the bushes, and saw a little boy sitting there, weeping. Torn clothes, muddy feet, fear in his eyes. Arjun asked, "What happened, son?" The boy replied, "I want to make beautiful drawings, but I have nothing." Arjun was silent for a moment, then he smiled. He took out an old wooden box from his bag. It wasn't new, but it was very special. He gave the box to the boy and said, "There's no magic in this box, son, but if you create with a true heart, the whole world will see your magic." The boy asked, "Will it really work?" Arjun replied, "As long as your heart is true, Baba will never leave your side." The mysterious old man was gone, but his blessing had become an idea, a feeling. Now Arjun had become someone else's mysterious old man. And that's the power of a true blessing. It starts with one hand and touches 1,000 hearts. If this story touched your heart, give it a like. If you want to share hope, pass it on. And for more stories that connect with the soul, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.